Hello and welcome to the Authors Lounge. My name is Paulette Henson, and today I have a guest. Her name is Tina Jackson. I'm super excited to bring her to the stage. Tina is a poetess, an author, and she is doing amazing things. And so, without further ado, I'd like to bring Tina Jackson to the stage. Tina, welcome. How are you?
Thank you, Paulette. I'm great. Great, happy to be here.
Nice, nice. So I was just sort of giving the audience a slight overview of your talent. You're an amazing poet
Thank
and
you.
you participate in various open mic events. So tell our audience about who Tina is and what she does.
Okay. Well, I'm a native New Yorker. I'm a glam girl. I love, to do. I'm also a licensed cosmetologist, so I love to do hair, skin, makeup. But my real passion is poetry and writing. I really love it because I have found that it's given me a voice that I
Yeah.
never knew that I had before. And I
Yes.
love the impact of how it affects people. Like literally, I can see the change. I read a poem this past week when I went to the doctor to
Mhm.
the nurse, and the nurse started crying.
Wow.
Yeah, and she
Wow.
hugged me, and that was so powerful to me.
Yes, yes, that's amazing. Your poems are amazing. They're definitely heartfelt. And I would add that Tina is one of our lead poets that appears on the Poets Lounge.
Yeah.
And she's just amazing. She's also a contributor of the latest magazine, BMA, Black Men Authors and Black Women Authors. She's in Black Women Authors as well, and so I'm so happy to have her on board. She does amazing work. And so, with that, Tina, tell us about your inspiration and what inspires you to write your poem and then also to present them to audiences like various unknown people?
Well, actually, in 2009, I suffered domestic violence. So I was on vacation in Miami, and I was actually on the boat over the alligators, and I heard the voice of God say to me, "When you get back, I want you to write a book about what you survived." And at first, I was all excited and pumped up, but when I got back and I tried to write it, I didn't realize how hard and grueling it would be, and I just couldn't do it. And so that was in 2009. And so fast forward 2023, I guess my inspiration would be God, and then it would be my son, because I only started writing poetry this year because my son does poetry, and I kept telling him, you have this amazing gift, you should expose it, but he wasn't ready.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're frozen.
never
Okay.
know Never knowing that I actually could write it. So what I started doing was I just started writing my life about what I've survived, and the poetry just came. And
Yes.
that's been such a blessing for me because it's been healing as well.
Yes, I would agree. Not so much because I'm not really a poet. I've written a poem or two, but I do, I can relate to the fact that when you're writing about stories, personal stories, and experiences, then it does provide a healing for you as well as the people that read your work or hear your work. Um,
Yeah.
it heals them at the same time. And so I think that's really amazing how you're able to, it's like you're getting a blessing, but you're blessing others. And so that means that it's definitely great works, because that is the point, is that We go through experiences and traumas and things in our life, and we don't really understand it at the moment. Like, why are we going through this? And,
Exactly.
and, but then as time goes on, that thing that was so awful, it somehow turns into a blessing. Like even though it was something bad, God turned it into something good. And so I just keep seeing that and hearing that with the various people that I interview and I talk to. And so it's powerful. It's powerful because the message is that no matter what you're going through, which everybody's going through something, everybody. So no matter what you see on Facebook or your social media, people are having good times and they're popping bottles and all that. Definitely there's something going on in their life, and maybe in
Yes.
that moment they're just trying to express some happy time. And
Yes.
so it really is, with poetry, I see it as that's a way of connecting and communicating directly because it speaks to whoever needs it.
Yes.
That's what I get out of it. Whoever needs it, they're gonna get it. If they're listening, which you can't help but to not listen, they're gonna
Yes.
get it. And so for those that don't necessarily need whatever, they're gonna get other things, that they can pull from that. And so I love that, and I want you to tell our audience about your experience as being an open mic speaker, and what type of gratification, what does that do for you on stage? How are you feeling when you get those responses of people
Mm.
crying, or they want to hug you, or tell us how you feel about that.
It's for me, it's been kind of overwhelming because a lot of people look at me, they judge me a certain way. They don't like me because they think I'm snobbish or stuck up, or I think I'm pretty. So I've always gotten hate a lot of my life. So
Mm-hmm.
to be able to now just be able to stand up in front of a group of strangers and read something that came from my heart that I wrote, and to see the responses is just, I can't even explain. Like, I literally have no words for it. It gives me like a high every single time. I look forward to it. Afterwards, I just can't stop thinking, moving. It's amazing. I've had women come and kiss me in the forehead. I had girls come up and tell me, "You're so brave. How can you talk about domestic violence?" It's been amazing. Young guys coming up to me like, "Wow, your stuff was so great." And actually, I'm working on the poetry book now. And my friend Ace, he asked me if he can do the foreword, which was
Ooh,
like, "Wow, sure." I mean, I never even thought of that. And
yes, that's amazing.
yeah, so it's been amazing. I love it. I That's where I believe my power comes from.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Isn't it amazing that, like you said, you've been writing for a year, but all of this has been inside you.
it's
So
been
it's like
inside.
it's the right time now for it to be exposed. So
Exactly.
that is amazing, amazing. And so, what is the projected date for your poetry book to drop?
Well, because of the few little illnesses I've been experiencing, I kind of was on a hiatus with it. And
Mm-hmm.
Ace, again, he reached out to me and he's like, "What's going on with it? And I'm just like, so he's like, kind of giving me a deadline, by
Yes.
the end of the month, finish it. And he said he'll edit it for me. So
Nice.
definitely before, hopefully, definitely in October, end of October, I would
Yeah.
say.
Well, you know what? We'll
Soon.
have to definitely have you. to come back on and talk about your book. And, for sure, if you need any help with any of that publishing or anything, then you can definitely reach out to me and I'll help you with that.
Thanks.
Because, that's it needs to be out there and people need to read it.
Yes.
Because if it has that kind of impact in a live setting, just imagine the impact that it will have when people can have the book and they can
Mm.
pick it up and read it whenever they want to, and then to
Hallelujah.
share with others. And so that's really what you want, and that's what we're gonna
Yes.
strive for. So
Yes.
now on your latest endeavor as being the lead contributor for Black Men Authors Magazine. I'm super excited about that magazine.
Me
Um,
too.
it's the men are excited about it too, and so that makes me even more excited. I've gotten so many good feedback, reviews from
Um,
guys that have seen it, that I've shared it with, and so I'm just happy and excited. It is in the processing because I had to tweak it a little bit. And of course, people take their time in finishing their jobs. So it should be ready to go within the next day or so. It's, you pull it up, you can see it,
mhm.
it's there. The EPUB book the ebook is live now. So, but I know people don't want
Wow.
the book; they want the actual physical copy because it's just amazing. Okay, of course, it's
Wow. I know it is.
live, but we'll switch over and talk about the BWA, which you have a copy, and so uh,
Yes.
also in BWA. Um, and so BWA magazine is amazing, ladies and gentlemen who um, definitely want to get your copy. This book encompasses the past authors that I've interviewed on the Authors Lounge, and it really helps the reader to just know more about the author, know about their work. And
Yes.
so it's a publishing tool that is it helps people to sort of narrow down their search as to what type of books they want to read, right?
Right.
Like
Right.
put
Exactly.
on you can pull up black authors. The list comes up, you have no idea who anybody is or
Right.
what they're writing about. You don't know anything. And so what BWA does is it's going to help to narrow that search down. So that
Yeah.
way, at least when you see authors in here, you can actually watch them on video, you can read about them, and then you can see all the books that they have written, not just one
Right.
that appears here, another one here, and that. So I encourage you to
Yes.
support the authors in the magazine. Tina is appeared as one of the poets in the Poets Lounge section of the
Mhm.
magazine, because she's just been amazing. Every month she has been on the show. She has helped me to, keep the poets coming in. She talks to them when she's out and about, when she's doing her open mic. And so I really, really appreciate all of that hard work that goes into bringing these shows together and bringing this publication together. And
Yes.
so, what's your experience been when you are talking to people about the magazine, either one, the men's or the women's?
Well, actually, I was just speaking to someone about putting the magazine in their organization, and it was a doctor's office, and the young lady got so excited because she said, we really do need some literature for about Black people.
Yeah.
And they have like a nice reading area. And so she gave me the name and the contact number, and I'm gonna reach out to them because I'm like, this magazine should be everywhere.
Yes.
It's like you said, it lets you know about the author, so people know what type of books they want to read. So it helps them to hone in on their target without searching and then maybe getting a book they really didn't care for.
Right.
So I mean, it's an amazing publication.
Yes.
I love it.
So,
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen, hang on, I got an echo. Let's see. I don't know.
And I've always been like a magazine addict anyway. I've always been with Ebony, Jet, Essence, all kinds of magazines. And so this is just, for me, this is like almost a full circle.
I would agree. I'm a magazine person. Hang on, I got it. Do you hear an echo?
No. I don't hear it.
Okay. So I've always been a magazine person. I love magazines. You know, they're in my living room. You know, I always, even when I have my salon, I always have really cool magazines for people to look at while they're waiting for services.
Exactly.
I really love magazines and the power of what they're about. You know,
Yes.
dental offices and doctors' offices where people are waiting. That's when they're open-minded.
Right.
So I thank you so much, Tina.
Thank you.
Lounge. I can't wait until your book drops. We're going to look out for that, and so that way we can start promoting your work, you know, within the shows as well as the magazine. So
Can't wait.
I'd like to leave our audience before we sign off today.
I guess I just want to tell people just to stay encouraged. Sometimes you don't see where things are going, and you can feel like you're never going to see your way clear of whatever you're trying to do. But if you just stay humble, prayerful, God will send you the right people in your life.
Yes.
And that's why I thank God for meeting you, Paulette, because I've met some crazy people, and you are real, you are genuine, and I pray to God to meet someone like you, and I'm just thankful right now. I really am.
Yes. Well, I am thankful as well. I totally agree with what you're saying. That God has brought people into my life that I needed in order to do what I'm doing. What He's given me to do.
Yes.
So I appreciate you, and thank you so much for all of your inspiration and just everything, like the poetry, all of it. It's very inspiring. So I want you to keep doing that. And just keep shining.
Thank you. Can I end with a poem that I read to the nurse?
Sure. Awesome. Go for it.
Okay, so this one is real short. It's called Fake Friends. We all have dealt with fake friends.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna read it without the book. You're supposed to be my friend and rock with me, but you're steady just stressing me. Every time we talk, I'm challenged. That's not supposed to be. You have no goals or dreams. All you do is argue, fuss, and fight with me. You're toxic as hell, and I'm done with you. Go get some help, and until then, the hell with you.
Okay.
Yeah. Some people, you just have to do it because they will destroy you with their toxicity, and I can't handle toxic people.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
I hear you. Totally hear you. And thank you for that. Because somebody needs to hear that. You know.
Yes, somebody needs to hear it.
I think that people, they change. I think that they're Or maybe they were always toxic and it just comes out later. Like they try to mask it.
Yes.
So then you're looking like, hey, I didn't know you were like that.
Right. What happened?
Yeah, what happened? So I love that. I love that so much. I will remember that because I run into toxic people sometimes, and it's tough, dealing with that.
Yeah, it is. It is.
There's a fly.
It's like, wow. Yeah. That's why when you meet positive people like you that are goal oriented, that are focused, that are making things happen, it's like a breath of fresh air.
Yes. Thank you. Because sometimes it doesn't feel like it on my end. I'm just beat down.
Yes, I know it's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. It is a lot of work, but it's work that I appreciate. It doesn't feel like work, but I get the reward, as I see people blossom and I see things growing. So that's the reward. But
when you love it, it's never work.
You're right. It's not. It's just a task. You just do it and you get that joy from it.
Yes, definitely.
Yes. So with that, gentlemen, I have this. It's like I'm echoing here, so it's a distraction.
Of course.
Thank you so much for watching the Authors Lounge. Thank you so much, Tina, for being on the show. And look out for the next book. It's going to drop very soon. I'm going to get this book published. And
that's
so,
right.
It will see soon on POETESS as well as the Authors Lounge. Have a good day.
Bye, everyone. Bye, Paulette.
Okay, wait.